right, everybody. We have the Riverbreaks tonight. We're doing a really special interview with them. It's so great to have all, if not all of the members of the band, but most of the members of the band are all over the world right now. And we're going to have a great conversation about their music. So I'll shut up and let y'all introduce yourselves. So whoever would like to start, go ahead.
Great. I'm Ryan Bailey, lead singer and songwriter of the band.
I'll go next, I guess. I'm Danny Crawford. I've been playing in the drums with the band now since about 2012.
And Andrew Satin, keyboard.
And Drew's in Costa Rica right now, so there's a little bit of a delay.
Drew is our bass player, and we can fill in with his answers as needed, given that he's in Costa Rica.
Awesome. Well, it's great to meet all of y'all. We're really looking forward to your show on Sunday, April 23rd at 7 p.m. Going to be an awesome show. And I have been fans. We and the marketing team have been really big fans of y'all's music. And I would love to hear some of the backstory of how the beginning and formation of the Riverbreaks came to be.
Sure. Well, several members of the band, Andrew Satin, the keyboard player, Jesse Prentice Dunn, guitar, and myself went to school at UNC Chapel Hill, and that's where we started playing music. And we had another band called Caravan at the time. And after school, we all kind of went our separate ways. Andrew and Jesse went up to DC. I went to the Peace Corps in Costa Rica. After that completed, I moved back to DC as well. And we started to form the Riverbreaks and just began playing, practicing, getting around DC. And, things kind of took off from there. We started adding some of our other great band members like Drew and Danny on the drums as well. Satin, did that cover everything?
Yeah, no, that's a good answer. I'll give even a deeper cut. I'll emphasize, never underestimate the conversations that you may have in an elevator. Ryan and I met in an elevator, and he had a guitar with him in the elevator, my sophomore year in college, and I asked if he jammed. I was pretty bad at the keyboard at the time, but good enough to jam, and that's I guess kind of where we met and kind of the deep cut origins of the band. And
I'll add too from there. We kind of picked up some of our other band members along the way. I think Drew Ball was crowd surfing in the crowd one time, and that's how we met Drew. And then Danny came to us from another drummer. He was a drum student at the time. I don't know if Drew or Danny, you guys have anything you want to add on?
No, yeah, I think that sounds good to me. You go ahead, Drew.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I knew Jesse from working in environmental work, working for the Sierra Club, and I'd seen the Riverbreaks around town a couple times, and every once in a while they wouldn't have a bass player, sometimes they wouldn't have a drummer, and I said, I play bass and drums, if you ever want me to sit in on either one. And I did have to crowd surf at a show for them to take me seriously about actually being part of the band.
Drew is a triple threat. He bass, drums, and beer drinking.
What else do you need?
Yeah, that's it.
So just to you were gonna say something? Sorry if I cut anybody off. No. Okay. So for people that aren't familiar with your music, how would you describe it? If you could kind of pitch y'all's sound.
And I'll let you take a crack at this.
I describe it as Americana rock and roll. And one thing I'll add is our live shows and the music, it has a lot of different sounds. And I think one thing I personally like it. I mean, I think we are a band where there is some themes to the music sonically, but at the same time, I think there's a lot of different songs that have different styles. And I think that makes for a pretty dynamic concert experience. So instead of having just like a core sound, I don't want to say we're all over the place because that sounds a little chaotic. And there's some themes to it, but we draw on a lot of different sonic styles, and I think that makes for an exciting show.
I'll also say we tend to try to do a bit of a greatest hits, if you'll call it that, live show, and that we'll usually play 2 to 3 songs from each album. So we very much, although our albums kind of have a dynamic range to them, you know, we got sadder songs, more upbeat songs. We tend to try to put on a pretty energetic live show, something that honors the spirit of, you know, Drew Ball crowd surfing with us back in 2012 or whatever it may be. So that tends to be a little bit more of the sound, although we do have a good range that we can tap into depending on the venue and the performance and that sort of thing.
That's awesome. So the full instrumentation.
And I'll just add.
Go ahead. Sorry. Oh. I cut you.
Just, you know, my being Phil, that also having spent time, and I think there's a lot of different influences that come into play. I think sound has changed over time. It almost at times has like a big band feel, but at times kind of a really mellow country rock feel. So we bring it down, we bring it up, but I love taking Ryan's songs and bringing everybody together and putting our.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's definitely a really unique sound, and it's really great. So how many total band members are there, and what is the instrumentation as a band as a whole?
I guess the band member count depends on the tour and on the day, but I would say we have 6 to 7, well, probably more like 8 to 9 regular band members. We have 6 probably core band members, if I had to put a number on it. Our trumpet players, we have a couple different trumpet players that come. Sometimes we have both, sometimes we have just one of the trumpet players. We have a violinist in LA that sometimes comes out with us as well. So it can really, it just kind of ranges depending on the tour and on the day.
Awesome. So this is a two questions in one. So will y'all be on tour when you arrive in Delray Beach? And when you get to Delray Beach, will this be your first time in the area?
You asked if we're going to be sharp or not. Are we going to be all tuned up? We're going to be, you all are going to be our last stop on a mini tour, I would characterize it. We're doing a swing of Florida. We've got a show booked in Miami Beach just before, and we're working on adding some other stops. So we often get together for 4 or 5 night swings, and you all are going to be the culmination of that in Delray Beach.
Fantastic. And this will be your first time in Delray, or?
First time performing, but I had some family ties to the area. I had my grandparents used to live just outside of Delray Beach. So it's a really exciting show for me because I got a lot of fond memories of coming down to South Florida, Delray Beach, staying with family, time with grandparents. I love Delray Beach. I love that downtown strip. I love the beach. I love the art walk. That art walk that you all have down there is fantastic. Great restaurants, and so I'm really excited about this show because it is a special place for me.
That's great to hear. Yeah, it's a fun little town. It's not so little, but it's a really great place for art, for sure, and everything. Great food. So I'm glad that y'all will be coming to Delray Beach on your tour. So I guess the next question is kind of, what can we expect from your show at Arts Garage, and what is in store for your show?
I don't know, Danny, you want to take this one?
I'll start this one. Yeah. I think, with the live show, we really try and bring a lot of good energy to the shows. And I think that's what a lot of the people will see when they see us live. As far as the recordings go, you could always appreciate a good song, but, the live energy that you get from seeing a live band, I think that's something that's really special that we have. And so there's going to be a lot of people having a really good time, just enjoying us, having a good time up there playing for y'all.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'll echo those comments. I think everyone in the band, we love to play live shows. I've been looking forward to this since we've last been on stage. We did a swing out west. We did a Big Sky tour and played Bozeman, Montana, Salt Lake, a few stops in Idaho, and we all really look forward to playing live. So we're going to bring it, and I think the audience can tell that we're out there to have a good time, and we take the music very seriously. We put a lot of work in over a number of years, really decades. I mean, Ryan's been cranking out these songs since high school, and he's got a portfolio that he's really put a lot of work into, and the band loves playing them, and so we're gonna bring it.
Great. We're really looking forward to your show on Sunday, April 23rd, 7 p.m. Is there anything else that I didn't ask, or anything you'd like to add or expand on that we talked about today?
I just want to give my thanks for you all hosting us. Really appreciate the opportunity to play, and we're looking forward to everyone who comes out. So I just want to be thankful for the opportunity, because we really like doing this.
Well, we're looking forward to it, and it'll be April 23rd before we know it. So we'll see you very soon in Delray Beach, and safe travels until that time, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Looking forward
Thank
to
you.
it.
All right. Thank you, Seth.
They'll know my